You know what? You do the intro. I'm not getting paid enough for this. You're eating. You're eating.
I think that's bullshit. You're not getting paid enough for this. You just got a brand new fucking car. Paid for by you people.
I wish.
Oh.
I very much wish that. You had to stuff your little chipmunk cheeks right before we started recording?
Well, I started eating before you said 3, 2, 1. I was like, oh, fuck. Well, here we are.
Well, we being... it's me, Drew, and over there, Scott. Say hello to the nice people, Scott. Wave, blow them kisses.
I like to say the N-word when no one's around.
Wait a minute, are you Scott right now?
Yep.
Oh, no. We've had a big week. We got sent old footage of one of our friends saying the N-word to, I don't know, I guess...
That if I believe correctly... We had to force him to say.
I don't think so. I think it was all his idea. We begged him not to say it.
Please, Justin Alexander Chun Manchu, please say
Don't
the N-word.
say it on a 10-year-old video on my website. Don't say it so that 10 years later,
someone who doesn't know you,
some guy who doesn't know you can clip it, send it to us so we can presumably use it against you when you run for office. You can never be a senator.
No, I was going to say, you'll never be a senator.
Junior state senator. The lamest kind of senator. So, it's the news, / the worst year of our lives. That's what do we say? What are we supposed to say at the beginning of these?
Hi, I'm Scott. Hi, I'm Drew.
Hi, I'm Scott. Hi, I'm Drew. Twitter, at Not Scott Hansen, at Sarian Softpaws. Money paypal.me / not Scott Henson so you can buy me that car, you fucking freeloaders. And I think that's the whole thing. I think we should shut her off early today. What do you think?
All right, I'm cool with it.
Call it a day. We definitely don't have to record 2 today because we both have lives outside the podcast. I know that's hard for everyone to believe.
Well,
but,
sometimes I feel like I don't have a life outside the podcast.
Yeah, me too. but next week's tricky. So we're going to get it done today. We're going to do And Justice for All today. And then we're going to, we're just going to imagine what another Norman Jewison movie would look like and talk about that. What are you singing?
Go around, that's tricky. Tricky. No? Okay.
It is tricky. So, I don't know. We got a lot of news to deal with before we even get into the movie. I guess we should touch on that, no?
Do you like bad wrestling? Do you like great wrestling? Do you want to get extreme? Come check out the complete ECW story. Every week, Eric and Tom go back and watch ECW's weekly TV show and recap it. Join in the adventure even more by signing up for the Patreon. You'll get early access to the shows as soon as they're recorded, usually over a week in advance. You'll also have access to the after shows and all the bonus shows, plus access to the Discord, which is where I'll be waiting for you.
This is extreme.
Scott, you want to discuss who do you think pooped the bed? And why was it Amber Heard?
Did you see the poop?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Number one, whatever made that poop, not healthy.
Yeah.
That was an unhealthy... It looks like her entire diet was sticks. She looks like she was just eating wood.
Yeah.
Before she took that shit.
Yeah. She was having cereal, but the cereal was wood chips.
Yeah. She's eating the bottom of a gerbil's cage.
Poop and all?
Yeah. No, she's disgusting. She's absolutely disgusting. So, yeah.
And fully mentally ill.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. But not in a way that you can feel sorry for.
No. Yeah. Not like a sympathetic, but like, I'm surprised Johnny Depp isn't dead, that she didn't stab him to death.
It is surprising, actually, that she didn't kill him. That seemed like the logical end game of the whole thing.
It's mind-blowing to me that he's 58 years old.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he looks old, but just thinking that Johnny Depp is almost 60 years old.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't dress 60.
No, he does not.
He dresses 23 and like a weird bohemian 23. Not even like standard 23.
Yeah.
He dresses 35 years younger and in a weird way on top of that.
Yeah. Scarves, bracelets.
Big scarf guy.
Yeah.
Big scarf guy, big bracelet guy.
Pinky toe ring, probably.
For sure. If you think those toes are undecorated, you're out of your mind. So yeah, we've been following the Depp-Heard. Hey, have you heard about the Depp-Heard controversy? We've been following it religiously because we both can't believe that we never expected to be this much on the side of Johnny Depp, a man that neither of us to this point cared for, but now are extremely invested in his success.
I'm sorry. Yeah, correct. I very much.
What were you looking up?
Oh, just more stuff about the.
Okay. More news.
I very much am on the side of like I hate Johnny Depp. I hate his movies. I hate Tim Burton. I think
for a while I wanted Johnny Depp and Tim Burton to die in any way that was convenient.
I hope that they crashed a helicopter into a shallow lake.
Yeah, murder, suicide in either direction, helicopter in the lake.
Double suicide.
Just look at each other in the eye and kill yourself.
And just realize that this is the end. I never thought I would be on his side. Like, Pirates of the Caribbean 1, I was like, okay, decent, fun.
Yeah.
And then realized, every character he's playing now is just Jack Sparrow.
He had a lot of Jack Sparrowing going on post 2003.
Yeah. It's realize you're perfectly capable of doing this one character 100%.
I'm a gay pirate.
And then every single movie going forward, it doesn't matter what period it's in, if there's a ship or not, if you're supposed to be a gay pirate, you're a gay pirate.
Yeah, no, if you're, Whitey Bulger, you're a gay pirate. You're the tourist, you're a gay pirate.
The tourist. Transcendence, you're a gay pirate.
Yeah, you're a computer man, gay pirate.
Gay pirate. I was reading one of the many tweets that got read, or one of the many text messages between Depp and one of his friends that got read out loud in the court.
Love it.
Where he apparently said to his friend, hopefully that cunt's rotting corpse is decomposing in the fucking trunk of a Honda Civic.
And free advertising for Honda.
Other texts sent by Depp that were brought up in court included one about drowning and burning Heard, in which Depp added, I will fucking burn her corpse afterwards to make sure she is dead.
White Walker style?
White Walker style.
In case she comes back.
Yep.
I like that. That's just prudent.
Apparently, he came out and said that he and his sister were abused growing up by their mother and their father.
Well, something had to happen to make Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not something that you just go, you know what? My mental health is at an all-time high. I'm gonna dress like this.
No. A third toe ring, please. Johnny, that's too much. They can't handle it. She's breaking up. She's breaking up, Captain Jack Sparrow.
I guess. See, here's part of the defense, I guess. So what he's saying is that his mother...
Your Honor, Mr. Depp is a gay pirate.
He's a gay pirate. That his mother was verbally abusive to their father and belittled him and made him feel a small man.
Oh, so he married his mother.
Because
he likes it.
And because they asked, if you were so unhappy, why did you put up with it?
Yeah.
And that was sort of his, my father stayed with my mom, so I couldn't, if he was tough enough to put up with it, I should be tough enough to put up with it, is sort of one of the defenses.
I can't be less tough than old man Depp.
I guess he also there was a very funny clip I saw where he admitted to lying about giving Marilyn Manson drugs because Manson was like too much for him. Like he had enough, so he gave him something to like mellow him out, but he made him think that it was like something that was gonna like get him all fired up and rambunctious.
Oh, he tricked him into taking downers.
He tricked him into taking a downer. He like openly admitted that and chuckled while he was saying that.
He's like, yeah, it's ecstasy.
Yeah, it's totally. He's gonna fuck you up real good.
Just morphine.
Yeah, just straight up morphine. Horse tranquilizer.
That's a good move.
I guess he admitted to doing like a ton of drugs and then kind of outed Paul Bettany as doing a bunch of drugs with him.
Okay.
And then his healed hand. It doesn't even look like his finger got cut off. It looks fine.
Maybe that part was faking for attention.
He could have been.
He's allowed to fake a little bit for attention. When you're in a relationship like that, you can do a little bit. You can. Yeah. There's some poetic license there.
Yeah. So like, there's a bunch of stuff in it, like how incompetent Amber Heard's counsel is. the lead defense attorney, because I guess he's suing her, right? Suing her. So he like can't even form full sentences. And when he starts a sentence, he gets to a point where he thinks,
they're going to object
to this. Oh, yeah, they're going to object to that. Okay, let me rephrase that. Let me you didn't even finish the first sentence. Oh, yeah, but let me change what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But then I guess also, because there's like the audio evidence of her admitting that she was like beating him, that she like hit him or whatever. And her lawyer was sort of like, because they played the audio, and then he was sort of like, wow, like, what kind of fag lets his wife beat him?
Pretty much.
Like,
that was the defense.
Can you believe that like this tiny woman over here was kicking your ass, you fucking loser?
The defense was, what are you, a bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she's the woman, right? Yeah. She shouldn't be beating your ass, but here we are, and you're crying about it.
Here we are.
And you're fucking crying about it.
You want money for this? You should be paying her.
Yeah. You're like you're bringing this to court because you want to make her look like the bad guy. Well, guess what? It's just empowering other women to hit their spouses.
Guess who's a pussy now?
Yeah. Like, you think this is making you Mr. Tough Guy? You're going to get out of here and get a bunch of big tough guy rules? No, you're a gay pirate. No one's going to hire a gay pirate to be a tough guy.
No, he's going to be 60-year-old action star like Liam Neeson's.
Maybe.
That's the next move. He's going to do a bunch of takens.
He's been token?
He's been token.
Tolkien?
Tolkien, man. What a good South Park reveal. Yeah. That was very funny.
But yeah, I can't believe I'm so pro Johnny Depp.
It's crazy.
Hashtag justice for Johnny.
Hashtag justice for Johnny.
I said it to you in the car.
Hashtag death penalty for Amber Heard.
You know what? Yeah.
I think the government should kill her.
Which government?
Sudan.
Oh.
No! South Sudan.
The good Sudan.
The good Sudan. Yeah, do people have like a horse in that race?
Well,
I feel like it's a lot less split than like North-South Korea.
I think one is very Muslim.
So, okay, so which is the other one? Because that's the good one. I'm going to say South. I'm going to say South is good. Because the further north you get in Africa, the closer you get to the Middle East, and then it gets dicey.
And North Korea.
And true, and the closer you get to...
But, no,
the further north you go in Africa...
North Korea is the bad one.
Oh, I thought you just meant geographically. Oh, the further north you go in Africa, the closer you get to North Korea. That's just a fact.
No, other way around.
Other way!
Oh! No, sorry, I realized I clicked on South Sudan. South Sudan is mostly Christian.
Nice.
And...
Good Christian boys. Oh.
I don't know what happened there. And also, too, if you think about it, South Africa is the good part of Africa.
It's true. It's true. And the South United States is the good United States.
Yeah. And Sudan is 70% Sudanese Arabs.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about that.
So that's
Sounds dicey.
Their official languages are Arabic and English.
Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah,
Arabic.
How many what's their population? Oh my god.
10 times Canada?
45 million people.
It's more than Canada.
They're 33rd in the world. Scott, we are too focused on China. We need to be more focused on African Muslims. There are so many of them.
They're like most of North Africa is just like
yeah,
wall-to-wall Muslim.
yeah, and it's terrifying.
You got to watch out.
I don't want you typing up notes on what I just said.
I'm typing up a couple notes.
I don't want there to be a written proof. I'm fine with audio proof, like 10 minutes into a podcast. I don't want you writing down, Drew said we need to focus on the African Muslims.
How about video evidence of you blurting out the N-word?
Does that exist?
No, but it does have a friend of ours.
Friend is a loose term. Acquaintance.
I mean, we wish him well. We're at the very least well-wishers.
Friend we wish we still had.
Yeah, yeah. The wishing is that we were still friends with them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so for those who don't know the poop to bed thing, as the relationship was on the rocks, Johnny was gonna go to their house and pick up some shit so he could get it out of the house. Because clearly things were on the downturn. And then, what was it, someone who worked at the house? Mm-hmm. I guess he told the guy he was coming over to get some stuff because Amber was out of the house. Mm-hmm. And the guy's like, maybe now's not a good time. And Johnny's like, what do you mean? It's the perfect time. She's out of the house. I can go and get some stuff. And he's like, how do I put this delicately? She pooped the bed. And Johnny's like, what do you...
she has the stomach flu and she couldn't make it to the bathroom on time?
No, she intentionally stood on top of, by the way, a nice little detail, Johnny's side of the bed.
Yeah.
It wasn't central.
Yeah.
It was his side.
Yeah.
It was the camera left side of the bed.
The camera left, stage right.
Yeah. And she took a weird, woody, black shit on it.
Maybe she's just been eating...
wood. We've established it. Her diet is just wood.
Yeah, okay.
What was your alternate, though?
Oh, just like a bunch of trail mix.
It looked like a trail mix. Or maybe she's just been eating other shit.
She's pooping out other poop?
Yeah, this is now secondhand. It's the twice baked potato of shit. I like it.
Twice baked shit.
I like a twice baked potato. They're good.
I can't believe that taking a shit. And just like look at her cunty face.
Oh, there is nothing behind those eyes.
No.
She has serial killer eyes.
She is dead inside.
Amazing. It's honestly amazing she didn't kill him.
Yeah, like 100%. Cannot believe
in every other realm of the multiverse,
yeah,
Johnny Depp is fucking murdered.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, he lucked out so hard here that he's only in court with her. Like, yeah, he thinks this is unpleasant right now. It could be worse, Johnny. It's worse everywhere else. Trust me. Like, you caught a break, pal.
You got a huge break. I just want to picture... that's funny. I mean, it's dumb, but it's funny.
It is dumb, but funny.
I like poop head.
Yeah.
I guess Twitter took down a bunch of the poop pictures. That's very disappointing.
Oh, sad. I'm glad we looked it up on Drunken Peasants last night. That's how I saw it.
Nice.
The best part is after she was confronted with this, she blamed it on their teacup Yorkshire Terrier.
Okay, that took a shit that's the size of the dog.
Yes,
and also the dog could just like jump on the bed, no problem. And
yeah, their dog that literally weighs 4 pounds.
Yeah, took a 7-pound shit.
The shit was 4 pounds. If the dog took that shit, there would be no more dog.
Yes, and also the fact
the audacity.
That kind of dog, like those little teacup Yorkie kind of things.
Yeah.
you can't exactly just like let them out of your sight.
Yeah.
Like a book falls over and they die.
Yeah, if you own a 4-pound dog, your entire life is spent making sure that 4-pound dog doesn't die somehow.
Yeah. So you're like, oh, it's just gonna like get up on the bed. I'm gonna watch it shit. I'm gonna leave the poop there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
That's why you get a 15-pound cat. That's the move. Perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing can kill them.
Nope.
They can kill anything.
There's also a very funny video clip of her trying not to smile. I don't know if you saw that one.
No.
I don't know if it's going to have audio. Oh, it does. Whatever.
Like during Johnny Test.
Visuals on a podcast is very good, but you can see she's like...
Oh, she's definitely trying not to... Oh, she's trying so hard not to crack. She's like, yeah, I know I did all this.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's fucking insane.
I love her. You know what? I'm back. I'm on Team Heard now.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Because you're afraid if you badmouth her, she's going to come for you next?
One, I'm afraid of her. Two, I do, at the end of the day, find it hard to root against the sociopath.
I mean, movies and television have made me really... What was the White Lie? Remember the girl who faked having cancer?
Oh.
And we were like, am I supposed to cheer against her?
Because I love her.
Because I love her. She's doing the
just
best.
gaslighting everyone. It's fucking sick.
So that's exactly what this is. Like she's
and I'm like, yeah, and I'm supposed to root against the police and Changeling.
Yeah.
Everyone's just being mean to
Oh, this one, my son. That's your son. I've seen his penis. Oh, we changed his penis.
We changed his penis. Yeah. That's your son. We changed his penis. Yeah, my
put his foreskin back on.
Yeah, my son was circumcised. Yeah, well now he's not. Fucking grow up.
Go live with it. Live with it. He's got a windsock now.
Damn. I'm glad we did the 2000s Oscars because I definitely hit some like mainstream-ish, or at least Oscars mainstream-ish movies that at the time, because as I said, during the 2000s, I was at the height of my pretension, and I'm like, oh, this movie's in theaters, lame. Not gonna see it.
Anyone can go see this movie at any time.
No, thank you.
I'm out.
Yeah, no, I need this delivered on Betamax via a foreign person, otherwise I am not watching it. But yeah, stuff like Changeling. And like pretty much every movie Scorsese made in the 2000s besides The Departed for some reason I didn't watch, like Aviator, Gangs of New York, and blah blah blah. And
it's insane that you'd never seen those.
I know. And yeah, they're all really good.
They're all really good.
Yeah, and some Clint movies too, Changeling included. I'm like, oh man, how did I sleep on Angelina getting gaslit for 14 years? God damn. Well, I'm glad I got it. Better late than never.
But you or in the alternate to that is that's not my son. No, ma'am, trust us. That's your son. Yeah, but I saw his penis. Why are you looking at your son's penis?
Now you're going to jail twice. One for lying, one for looking at a kid's penis.
And we're gonna take your kid away. So now you don't even get a kid.
We'll take your kid.
Now you don't even get a kid. So don't worry about it. Don't worry if this is your kid or not. You don't get one anymore.
It
you're
no
going to
longer
prison.
matters if this is your kid because now you're in the crazy house.
Also, the fact that it wasn't her son and she's looking at his penis, she should have gone to prison.
That's true. That's the part of the movie they gloss over.
Yeah.
If you
they should have tricked her.
You know it's not your son.
Yeah.
She at no point thought it was her son.
Yeah.
She still looked at his penis.
Still looked at his penis. And the cops should have used that against her. Exactly. They should have been like, okay, we're giving her this fake kid, and as soon as she looks at his penis,
classic honeypot,
we're gonna get her. The gaslight penis honeypot. Because you know she's gonna look at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What's she gonna look? You give me a kid.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna take a peek.
I'm not gonna see what he's got. I want to see if he's hung like his dad.
With. Yeah, exactly. Now that being said, I don't know who his dad is because this isn't my kid.
This is not my kid. But now you know what his dad's got.
Yeah, now I can.
That's why you got to go as a single.
Now I can reverse engineer it and find the kid's dad. Via the penis database.
Yeah. If I, as a single woman in the 1930s.
Yeah,
30s. What was 20s?
Maybe 20s.
20s. As a single woman in the 1920s.
Maybe
1990s?
Maybe 1990s.
Yeah. As a single woman in an era, doesn't matter when.
An era.
I'm going around the neighborhood looking at little kids' penises so I can see what their dad's penises look like and then sleep with the dads with the big dicks.
Dads. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the move.
Find a 6-year-old who's got a big old thick hog and then go fuck his dad.
And look, at the end of the day, if the search proves fruitless, and you can't find the dad, you still got a 6-year-old with a thick hog.
Thick hog.
And he's got to learn sometime.
Gross.
Right? So
He's got to learn sometime.
that
A 6-year-old with a 9-inch penis does not exist.
look, a good rule of thumb is that your penis length in inches should always be larger than your age.
Okay.
That's how you got to stay ahead of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got to grow at least 1 inch every year.
Yeah, you got to start more than one when you're born and then more than an inch every year.
Okay. And then when do you stop getting erections? Because you'll die if you get erections. What's too big? 18?
18.
So you can only get a boner when you're a child.
Yeah, that's right.
And then as an adult, no erections.
What a beautiful world. You can only fuck when you're a child. Then look, who's going to get mad then? You can only do it then. Of course you would do it.
That's true.
No one's getting mad anymore.
That's true.
I think I just solved world hunger
You
for penis.
I was going to say, you solved world pedophilia.
I did.
Yeah.
You're welcome, America.
I mean, I guess there's still ways to be a pedophile, but...
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you've got a hole, they've got a penis.
Yeah. I'm carbon, they're carbon. What's the problem?
What is the problem?
Should we talk about how we killed Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah, I guess so. And technically killed Guy Lafleur as well.
And hockey legend Guy Lafleur. So, I get 2 weeks ago, we were talking about the Bob Saget roast.
Yeah.
And how Norm's joke about there being no bathroom labeled scoundrels.
But still go in.
Yeah. I thought that was just a joke for Bob Saget, but that was a joke for Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
The one alive person of that trio.
Yeah.
He died the next day.
He died the next day.
The next fucking day.
Yeah, like, Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
And then in a text message conversation between myself and Scott and Kelly,
Yeah.
where noted New York Islanders legend Mike Bossy died.
Cool.
And I said, well, that's what you get when you grow up in the generation where in between periods you go outside and smoke a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Or in Guy Lafleur's case, smoking on the bench.
King.
And then, like, not even a week later, Guy Lafleur also died.
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to stop mentioning the names of people who aren't dead in fear that they will die.
Well, we've sure mentioned Johnny Depp and Amber Heard a lot.
Maybe we'll get the murder suey
Maybe we'll finally get it.
during the court.
During the trial. That would be some news.
She gets up,
Yeah.
kills him, and then runs at the security guards who shoot her.
No, he gets up, stabs him, Gillies herself.
Escalated quickly.
And that's all she wrote. How else does the trial end? What? Johnny Depp wins,
Gets $50 million, lives a happy life,
boring.
makes Pirates 6.
I want that Pirate 6.
Pirates of the Caribbean, The Revenge of Captain Butt
Hook.
Pirate.
Is Captain Hook in this universe?
Yeah, that's all the same.
Can we
All
throw-
gay pirates are in the same universe.
Can we throw him in? We got a Long John Silver. We got a Captain Hook.
We got a Blackbeard,
Sure. We got
Davy Jones.
who else is a good?
I like that I'm just naming real Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Although he's Captain. I don't know if that makes him a real captain.
That's right. Has anyone checked his credentials?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What is a captain?
Captain Crunch. Yeah, I don't know if but he's like an admiral or something, isn't he? He's not a pirate.
He's a rear admiral.
He is a rear admiral, a gay rear admiral.
No, he's not a pirate. He's a Navy man.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a pirate.
Yeah.
He's an admiral. Admiral Crunch.
No, he's not getting promoted
Oh,
beyond his station.
beyond Cap'n.
Yeah, his ceiling is at Cap'n, and he was lucky to get there.
I'm gonna.
You're looking up Navy ranks to see where Cap'n stands.
No, I just wanted to see some Cap'n Crunch gay porn.
Oh, I see. Cap'n Crunch, oops.
Oh, there's some good stuff in here.
Oops, all porn.
There is some good stuff.
I picture Cap'n Crunch with a small penis. I don't picture him hung. Just the way his body proportions work, I feel like he shouldn't be packing.
Oh, this is terrible. Like, it's not drawn very well. I guess it's drawn okay. It is Captain Crunch with a huge boner covered in barnacles being sucked off by Daphne and Velma.
Okay. Huh. Oh, and some of the barnacles have little eyes in them?
Yeah, there's little creatures living in them. That's not a healthy penis, Captain.
Well, he's been at sea for quite some
Here's
time.
Captain Crunch getting blown by Pikachu.
Wow, these are some
Here's Captain Crunch.
crossovers I was not expecting.
Captain Crunch fucking Donald Duck while he sucks off Toucan Sam.
Oh my god. Wow. Captain Crunch a bird guy? There's two.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Then it kind of just gets like all over the place. Oh, there's real porn. There's him having sex with Toucan Sam.
Like Toucan Sam, I understand. They go to the same Zero mascot conventions
Yeah,
and whatnot.
this is pretty good.
What's this one? Oops, all Adderall. There's a bowl full of pills.
Yep. I love that you can just look up whatever you want on the internet. How about Toucan Sam's bussy?
Whoa. Damn, someone spent time on that piece of art.
And it says follow your nose.
Oh my!
to
you know
his
what?
bussy.
I'm gonna be a little.
Well, it's
closer inspection.
It's bad quality.
But like, the art is good.
Yeah, the art is good. The picture is bad.
Have we appreciated that his penis is the same colors as
his nose? Yep.
That's pretty good.
His beak and his penis, same thing.
I don't like how lithe his legs are.
Yeah. He's got thick haunches. It's for riding.
I don't know about thick birds. It's a weird.
It is weird.
It's a weird disconnect.
Oh, this is the best. Oh, look, there was an Admiral Crunch joke on Futurama.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Admiral Crunch.
Well, there we go. So, you know what? I apologize. In the next 1,000 years, he will get promoted.
Even though I feel like I've seen all of Futurama, I don't overly remember that.
I've seen it all, but I could see forgetting that. Oh boy.
How about Winnie the Pooh?
Okay.
Sucking the
So far I'm in.
the Cheerios bee's dick into a pot, like sucking the honeycomb out of him into a pot
of honey? Let's have a look here. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty good. I like it. It is endless. Like this doesn't end.
You shouldn't have a phone. You shouldn't have a computer. There should be a V chip in your TV box.
I just need to stop looking up crossover porns. Hail science. Anyways, where are we going from here?
I don't know. Want to talk about And Justice for All?
Not really.
1970.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What else do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. How about jacked, beefy Tony the Tiger?
Well,
There was a Vanilla Crunch? Captain Crunch?
I'm sure
it's pretty old, though.
A lot of variations on Captain Crunch. Why aren't you showing me Beefy Tony?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it was anything spectacular. Oh. Just said, be sure to get my great side.
Okay.
Or then this one.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's pretty good. There is so much Tony the Tiger porn.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everybody wants it, and Tony the Tiger is not interested.
He's such a fucking tease.
But he's not even a tease. He's like a Republican homophobe.
He's actively against it. It's not like he's just a little uncomfortable with it or he's kind of bashful. Like, no, he's anti.
Yeah, he's very much against you thirsting for him.
Yeah. Which just
he's
makes
not
you
a daddy.
It just makes you want to do it all the more. Is the cycle.
Yeah, that's what he doesn't understand, is that he's, by him refusing your advances, you just get harder.
Yeah. Like, Tony, you realize by doing what you're doing, everyone's just at their computers leaking enough pre-cum to fill a waiting pool.
I'm a secretor. Well, I'm done looking because I just saw maybe the grossest thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
I mean, not the gross, but pretty. It's just two, and especially because it's something I eat every time we record a podcast.
Pussy?
It was two brand new Reese peanut butter cups that somebody had cum all over. And now I can't eat them because I'm allergic to cum.
Is that why you don't drink Faygo anymore?
That's why I don't drink Faygo anymore. Because it's full of cum.
Oops, all cum.
Oops, all cum.
Well, there's always that point in your internet cartoon porn search where something's gonna come up that's gonna put you off for a little while.
And that's it.
And today it was a cum tribute to Reese's peanut butter cups. So I guess we should talk about the movie.
And Justice for All.
And is the official title ... and Justice for All?
Yeah.
Because I think that's the way they did it in the title.
That's the way the title sequence, and that's also how the Metallica album is.
Oh.
So I think it's because it's the end of the
you got it.
Pledge of Allegiance.
You got it. Guys, you got it. You should all be applauding right now.
USA.
He got it. Yeah. Liberty and Justice for All. I don't think I know it offhand.
You could do it.
We pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, all something.
When do we get one nation under God?
All men created equal.
No, I think you're drifting into the Emancipation Proclamation.
7 years ago. When I first became trans,
I had a dream.
That if you wanted to get your penis cut off and boobs put in, I will allow it. So says I, the Prince of Siam.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, I think that's as far as I can get.
Was that the Pledge of Allegiance? Did we get it?
One nation, for stands. Maybe that's where it is.
It's just one nation,
under God.
With liberty and justice for all? I feel like it's a little longer
sure.
I feel like we're missing a couple
We're missing
lines.
something.
But imagine having to stand up at the beginning of the school day and say
Imagine having to stand up, period.
Ugh. I can't imagine.
I'm more of a sitting down man.
Yeah. We're the...
I'm more of a fetal position on the couch man.
You're more of the people from WALL-E.
Yes.
That's your move.
How I can't believe you've made that reference.
I got references. I don't need to see it to have references.
Those people are based after you.
Oh, so I just called you that, and then you said they're based after me. Mm-hmm. This is the level of discourse we're at, and I know you are, but what am I?
A garbage man.
I know you are, but what am I?
A garbage man.
Garbage man says what?
No, it says take one to know one. So we decided to travel backwards in time. We've been stuck in the 90s for a while.
Yeah. Has everything we've done been in the 90s or aughts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we do an 80s? Yeah, we did an 80s. We did. If I go to my litter box and I look up lists and I look up the Worst Year of Our Lives season 04 movie tracker,
Oh, useful.
I will say that we did Beef, Wet Hot American Summer. They came together. Southland Tales.
A lot
The
of
Box.
2000 so far.
The Sweetest Thing.
Still
Furry
2000s.
Vengeance. Bedazzled.
20. So we got 2010s.
Multiplicity. Then what year? Desperate Measures is 1998, yeah. And then Reversal of Fortune is 1990. Bulworth. Dick Tracy is 1990. This is the first one.
So our span thus far has been 1990 to 2010.
Yep.
From Dick Tracy to Furry Vengeance.
Furry Vengeance.
So yeah, we tried to get out of those 2 decades, and we did so by taking Al Pacino, Big Boy Caprice, if you will,
Big Book Priest.
from Dick Tracy, and going to And Justice for All. What were our I guess our second place option would have put us back in the 90s, because we considered Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate. Because
that movie's crazy.
Because we want demon incest porn.
incest.
Yeah. Little known
Who's the girl? It's Keanu and
Connie Nielsen.
Connie Nielsen.
And then his girlfriend in the movie is a very young Charlize Theron, who
Okay.
you get to see fully naked.
Yes,
And
you do.
I had the DVD, the digital versatile disc, because it goes both ways.
Absolutely.
Of said movie. Okay, so it's 1997. I probably got that DVD in 2003.
2022.
2002, 2003 was like right around the time I bought some movies,
Yeah.
but not very many. And was that one of the things I masturbated to the most in 2002?
Yes.
Was full frontal nudity Charlize Theron?
Was it
yes.
just the scenes with Keanu and Al Pacino?
Yep, yes. I had to fast forward through the straight porn.
Ugh, Charlize, get her off. Get her off.
A woman.
The men are talking now.
But yeah, that was one of the first movies I ever continuously pleasured myself with
I believe
while using my left hand,
Yeah.
because my right hand was broken. Well, my right wrist was broken.
Okay. Out of necessity. I'm a left hand by choice.
Because you like to keep your right hand clean for all the activities you do?
For all the handshaking I do to my constituents.
Ah, yes. God forbid you transfer your semen to them.
Yeah. I can't have an entire township running around with feline HIV.
So, this one. We went back in time. We decided to go back to when movies were good.
When men were men.
Where men were men.
Except one of them who wore a wig. he was less of a man.
Yeah. I like that that character is like very much the stereotype or like the what do I want to say? Like the projection of all like homophobia is like all gays are one step away from being trans.
Yes.
Like if they put a dress on, they would realize how much they love it and they're women.
Yeah. The natural conclusion of being gay is being trans.
Yeah.
As per the 1960s through 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Jada saved everything.
Before Jada fixed it. That's what I meant to say.
Oh.
On the Amber Heard thing.
Oh.
With all of this, shitting the bed, probably almost killing Johnny Depp at some point. With all that, she's still only the second worst wife in Hollywood. Because Jada, number one with a bullet forever.
Forever, yeah. She's like forever unclean. No, from now until the end of time, she's the number one worst wife.
Yeah. I saw a thing like 2 days ago.
And like, just to clarify, Jada's not banned from the Oscars.
No, she's fine. She could go next year.
She could host next year.
Actually, is there any reason you wouldn't do that?
Nope.
That seems like
that's your apology to Jada, is letting her host.
That's the movie.
While her her husband can't go.
And she gets to say mean things about everyone in the audience.
Oh, so she's Ricky Gervais.
No, well, yeah, but like Don Rickles. Telling someone they look like a shaved gorilla.
You'll be sucking sand.
Yeah, I just want to, just roast the entire audience.
Like hurtful, like not even like jokes.
No, mean personal
just like
stuff.
knowing personal things about everyone in the audience.
Hey, Eric Clapton, how's your kid doing? How come you always rent the ground floor on hotels now?
Number one, I like that Eric Clapton's at the Oscars.
Absolutely. I bet he's minimum Oscar nominated.
That might be a hard pull.
What do you think?
Yeah, maybe.
I bet he is.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look together.
Oh, he was the composer for Lethal Weapon 3.
Oh, he probably won for that.
No, he's nominated for 1 Primetime Emmy.
I mean, okay, that's the good
and
news.
He won a BAFTA.
Well, that's a British Oscar. That counts.
And he was nominated for a Golden Globe. And then just like a bajillion
It appears
Grammys.
that most of his awards and nominations come from the Grammys.
Oh, you don't
the
say.
Oscars.
What the fuck is Rush?
It's a prog rock trio from the
Ontario.
80s. Yeah.
No, the movie Rush from 1991. 2 small-town Texas cops go undercover to catch a major drug dealer and are sucked into the drug culture, compromising their assignment. I've never heard of it before.
Isn't there also...
Yeah, it's the one about...
with a Hemsworth and...
Hunt and Lauda.
Yeah.
Can you name the other guy? Chris Hemsworth and...
less famous than Hemsworth.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he's been in a bunch of stuff. Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Alexander Skarsgård.
It's a Skarsgård.
Is it?
No.
Is it? No, it's not. I was lying.
Nope. I bullshitted you there. I wanted to make you look a fool.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna pull it. Daniel Bruhl.
Oh, Drew, it would have been a while before I landed on
What else is he in that
Daniel
you would
Bruhl.
know?
Is he related to Dr. Steve Bruhl?
He was in Glorious He is. Glorious Bastards. Then he was in Captain America's War, Falcon's World Soldier, The Alienist, Cloverfield Paradox. Cool movie. I don't know what you would have seen him in. He's in a lot of stuff.
Almost nothing?
He's in The Trip.
Okay.
But yeah, you wouldn't remember that he was in The Trip. Anywho.
Eric Clapton's Emmy is
for his own thing.
very dubious. Outstanding special class, not exclusively made for television variety, music, or comedy event program.
So like a live concert.
Yeah, the Eric Clapton Crossroads Guitar Festival in Chicago, 2007.
Cool.
Produced by Peter Jackson.
Sounds about right.
Is it that Peter Jackson? No.
Oh.
It is not. It's some guy who only does Eric Clapton stuff.
Sick.
I
don't think I give a shit about Eric Clapton or any of his songs. Did he do Layla?
He did Layla. He did Change the World from
Rocky and Bullwinkle the movie?
No, Phenomenon.
Oh.
Well, you didn't rent the shit out of that in 1996?
Yeah, but I don't remember the song.
Change the world. Something else. Baby, something else.
Nope.
Something else.
Nope.
No? You know it. Shut up.
Something Like a Phenomenon?
Something.
Is he also LL
He's
Cool
also
J?
LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool Eric.
Cool Eric.
What's the other thing I was going to say that wasn't about And Justice for All? Oh, the first time I watched Devil's Advocate, I was on vacation with my family somewhere, and we rented the video home system tape, and I believe watched it as a family.
Okay.
And we all jerked off to Charlize Theron.
Nice. 1997, you would have been 30.
I would have been not born yet, and my sister would have been 8. So
you watch that movie with your 8-year-old sister and your parents, and there's a bunch of sex in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe just me and my dad.
My dad.
Maybe it was just me and my dad. Me and my dad like to watch porn together. All right, we can talk about the movie, I guess. God.
How come the Ed Runzer hole-in-one club ended after 5?
There's one more to go on there, but that's it. I don't know. Holes in one are hard to get.
So there's only ever been 5 at the Ed Resner hole-in-one club?
Yeah.
Only 5 ever, all time.
Yes.
And you have 5 of them.
No, I'm one of them.
But why do you get to keep the plaque?
Everyone has a plaque.
But where's the 6th one?
The 6th one can't remember the date of it. So it's not on there yet. Oh, it was like 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
But, yeah, what are you going to do? No, I do not. I wish I had 5 holes in one. I have one. That's pretty good.
Which one are you?
I'm the one that has my name on it.
Well, I can't see it from here.
I'm the...
Second.
I'm actually the second one.
Well, look at you.
Yeah. Ed in 1960.
Yeah.
Me in... Oh, that must be a typo because it says 1996. That was years before I was born.
Okay.
And then my uncle, and then 2 friends of my uncle.
Huh.
And that's everyone.
And that's your proudest achievement?
Yes.
You have a sad life.
What do you got? You got the same thing with no hole in one.
That's true. That is true. I've never hit a hole in one, but I have had sex with more than one woman.
More than one women? Well, I'll be damned.
That's my greatest achievement.
What was that like?
More than one. But less...
But less than 2.
But less than 2.
It was weird.
But men...
Oh, well.
That's a whole different ballpark. I don't even know what my number is. 50.
Men?
50 men. And less than 2, but more than 1 women.
1 point question mark.
1 point something women.
Yeah.
I mean, Sans leg.
Who's San?
Who's San? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah.
Justice for
the
All.
movie.
Trans hooker. The personification of the world's homophobia.
Oh, yeah. 70s homophobia at its finest. Like, every person that is gay or a crossdresser or trans has to be, like, a completely incapable, powerless femme, like, wimp who is terrified of everything and, like, can't act like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Like, has to like, act like a complete coward.
Yeah, my first note was, don't leave, Al. I want to see all the police be mean to the trans hooker. Because they were really giving him the business.
Really giving him the business. They were like, take your clothes off. Do a dance. Yeah. Show me your asshole.
It was uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable.
And but I believe that would have happened in jail in 1979.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I would not want to be anything outside of the heterosexual norm anytime before, like, 2010.
Like last year.
Yeah. I do not want to be... I would not go back in time, and it's like, yeah, I'm mostly heterosexual. What? And then I get beat to
you just
shit.
Get immediately hate crimed.
Broken orbital bone and lose a bunch of teeth. Brain damage.
Some bitch cuts your finger off.
Poops in my bed.
Poops in your bed.
Only on my side of the bed.
Yeah. Poops made of wood.
Poops made of wood. So Pacino is a public defender.
His name is John Serpico.
He just yells Attica.
The Godfather, John Serpico, yelling Attica.
Attica.
We're good at Pacino movies. Damn, Dog Day Afternoon is fucking sweet. That's the most pro-trans movie.
That is absolutely the most pro-trans movie. It really is.
Yeah.
And like way before its time too.
76?
That's the thing is, like, I feel like Pacino was like pretty hip.
Yeah.
Like, he did a lot of movie roles over his, like, earlier years.
Dog Day, Cruisin',
yeah. Like, I mean, even kind of this.
Yeah.
Where it's like he chose the roles of, like...
He was the only one who wasn't mean to the trans hooker.
Yeah. He even let the trans hooker touch his hand and he didn't freak out about it.
Yes.
Yeah, when they're having the meeting and she like puts her hand down and
When I saw the hand going on to Al's, did you like wonder what the reaction was going to be? Because I'm like, this could go a lot of ways.
I thought he was gonna like very slowly pull his hand away,
easy fella. I'm your lawyer, not your boyfriend.
But he like gave him a nice pat with the other hand.
They did a hand sandwich.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was great.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you one thing that shocked me about 1979 in this movie. Pacino's like shitty client who keeps getting into trouble, keeps crashing his car with hookers in the car, which is very funny.
No, we don't need to talk. We don't need to tell my wife. Look, and then he yelled at the other guy like, "You fucker! I'm gonna get you."
I'm gonna get the death penalty.
Yeah. They have to give you the death penalty.
There's two things I love: picking up hookers and getting in car accidents. He said, "Don't let them touch my car phone."
Yeah.
In 79?
Well, I think because car phones were so expensive then.
I don't care about the price. The fact
you're saying that
it existed.
It existed.
My mom got a car phone in her car in 1993.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the height of technology.
You thought your mom was the first one to get...
I think she might have been the first car phone before Al Pacino's shitty client in 1979.
Yeah. That guy was pretty cool. I like that guy.
How did car phones work?
Yeah, that's a good question. I have no idea.
Like, it had its own number.
Yeah, but like it's not connected to anything.
What fucking network?
So where's the line? Like, how does the call go out?
Is it a walkie-talkie?
Yeah, I was gonna say unless it's more like a radio than it is a phone.
The fuck?
But they just called it a car phone because it sounded cooler.
I don't get it. But yeah, I was literally shocked when a guy mentioned a car phone in 1979. I'm like, you barely have cars in 1979. Now you can put phones in.
Yeah, you can put full-on phone lines.
Crazy.
Yeah. So when we first see him, he's in jail.
Yes.
And he's in jail because he took a swing at a judge that he hates.
Yes.
Because the judge is kind of... The thing is... The judge isn't overly, like, morally corrupt per se. He's more just like the typical...
He's an old white man.
Well, he's
a stickler.
Yeah, like he's like we've already made the judgment on this. Yeah, but here's evidence that proves that that's wrong.
Now the evidence came 3 days late. Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, sorry, they could have
put him in jail. He's like, this evidence literally says he's innocent, but I don't care because it's late.
Yeah, which I feel like is actually a lot of judges.
Yeah,
a lot of them are like, especially the older white men.
Yeah,
are very much like they feel like they're above the law.
Yeah.
So
Stallone style. No, Seagal style. Pardon me. Seagal.
So they can like their decision is more important than what the actual truth is. Mm-hmm. They're like they've heard enough facts to agree that person is guilty.
Yeah.
I read that Pacino did a lot of ad-libbing in this movie, that a lot of it was just sort of him
I can see that.
Doing what he wanted, which is pretty cool.
I like that. I like that our boy Jewison gave him some freedom.
Jewy.
I wonder if his nickname was Jewy.
Jewy Jewison?
Jewy Jewison.
Normie Jewy. So he's in jail for taking a swing at this judge because the judge, he had evidence that proved one of his clients was not guilty, and because it was 3 days late, the judge wouldn't hear it, so he argued with him, and then the judge tried to throw him out, and so he took a swing at him.
Also, this client has been put through the fucking ringer.
Yeah, this guy.
God damn, it is raining shit on McCullough.
This is a real Drew crossing the border, and there's a guy who has the same name as him with a warrant out for his arrest.
Yeah.
And like, Your Honor, I was not in the country. Doesn't matter. Same name, you're going to jail.
Yeah, he got pulled over for a broken taillight.
Yeah.
He matched the name of a guy with a warrant. And then...
For assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, and then
he then got put in jail.
Couldn't convince anyone that he wasn't the guy with the warrant.
His original public defender, according to Pacino, his original public defender didn't believe him.
Which is a bad start.
Yeah.
When your lawyer is actively against
So the public defender didn't bother to look into the fact that he wasn't there. Like he couldn't have possibly been there when the supposed assault that this guy was arrested for happened. But they rushed his court date, so he went to prison like 6 months to the day after he had gotten originally arrested.
Yeah.
He got sentenced to prison. And then in prison, somebody stabbed a guard and hid the weapon
In his cell.
in his cell. So then when they found it, he got convicted of violently assaulting a guard and got 5 years in prison. So like, man, it's just like raining all over this fucking guy.
Yeah.
So the story is kind of that Pacino is like, he's been a lawyer for a while, but
Not if you ask his grandpa.
not if you ask his grandfather. Oh, his poor grandfather. But so he's sort of on the side of like, the system's broken and there's a lot that needs to be fixed about it. And he's constantly in conflict with this one judge.
Yeah.
And he's friends with, I don't know, is he British? He's got like a weird sort of British accent. The one dude with like the slick back hair.
Yeah.
And a very young Jeffrey Tambor.
I wrote all caps, ! Young Tambor. Got
Young
very
Tambor.
excited.
Yeah. So they're like also lawyers who he's friends with, and they also hate that judge.
Yeah.
Just because that judge is, like we said, like very stubborn and like doesn't want to listen to the lawyers. He just wants to make his decision and move on. And then there's another judge who he's friends with.
He's friends with. Yeah. Jack Warden. Who I love.
Who I also love. Here's a question. Actors like that, do you have one role in your head that you always think like, that's the role that
I have two Jack Warden
for Jack
roles.
Warden? What
Yes.
are they?
Dirty Work.
Okay, yeah.
And The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me.
What?
Those are the two.
All right.
We watched it. We read the book and watched the movie in school.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, which it was maybe the first I had seen of Jack Warden. So
okay,
he's those are you probably weren't expecting that second one.
Nope.
But
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I'll find some info on it for you. It's a spoiler. It's Jewish.
It's Jewish. Mine is the football movie The Replacements.
Okay.
He's the owner of the Washington Sentinels who brings Gene Hackman out of retirement.
Hackman. The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz, 1974. Richard Dreyfuss, Jack Warden, and Micheline Langto.
Okay.
Some French bitch, I guess.
Oh, okay.
In a bid to gain respect, the neglected younger son of a working-class Jewish family in Montreal embarks on a series of get-rich-quick schemes to buy land surrounding a lake.
Okay.
So there
Sounds
you go.
interesting.
Yeah. I remember him pretty good. Randy Quaid's in it.
Randy. I like Randy.
And that's everyone in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're a big Joseph Wiseman fan.
I am.
As Uncle Benji.
What the fuck kind of name is Duddy?
It's one of those things that's just beyond Jewish. It's just it's taking Judaism too far.
Ah.
You should have stopped somewhere before someone got named Duddy.
Instead of like Buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy Kravitz sounds good. Duddy sounds like Fuddy Duddy. Like
does.
He's an old man.
But he's a boy. He's
a boy.
That's the
Richard Dreyfuss is a boy?
Yeah. Not really. He's
in 1974.
I mean, that's basically Jaws era.
That's a little bit.
Dreyfuss.
Yeah, that's right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like 30.
27. No.
So,
yep. Yeah.
So like 30.
Yeah. And Warden is
I don't know. 75.
54
Okay.
in the movie. Yeah. And is, of course, dead now.
But like somewhat recently, wasn't it?
06.
Okay. I thought it was later than that.
Age 85.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he's also 12 Angry Men too, right?
Yes.
He's the one that wants to get to the basketball game.
He's
or football game. Baseball game?
If
Baseball
I
game.
recall, he
Is juror number 8?
is one of the angry men. If I'm remembering it correctly.
I will say that's maybe one of the best movies ever made.
It's fantastic.
It is absolutely incredible. And every time you watch it, even though you know the outcome,
Yeah.
is still like very, very gripping.
They hang the black guy.
They absolutely. You know what? They find a second black guy, just any black guy, and they hang him too.
They find
They were just so angry they were looking for any black bastard.
Yeah, that's how angry these
That's how
men
angry they were, is that they found another black bastard and they hung him. Or how about this? They let the first guy off, but they were so mad about it they found another one and got him.
Get another one.
Listen, I'm not leaving this courthouse until we hang a dark. I don't care if he's Mexican.
Hang a dark.
That's not me. That's quoting the movie. Actually, it's quoting the play. In the play, a character says, "We're hanging a dark."
Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz is an Oscar-nominated movie.
Okay.
For adapted screenplay.
Okay. This movie's an Oscar-nominated movie.
I'm sure it is.
For lead actor and I think original screenplay as well.
Did it win anything?
No, it was just nominated for both.
Sad. Now I'm back on Eric Clapton.
Good job. Good job.
I feel like this should have won something. Now I'm sort of mad at it.
No.
Now I found a new thing to be mad at.
Tits?
When I hate tits.
I mean, I can see something. Is it a bikini, I guess?
No, when I type in "and just" in IMDb,
and just give it to me.
I do not get "and justice for all." I get "and just like that," the Sex and the City post-quel.
Oh, cool.
And now I'm mad. And don't they like not have one of the bitches?
Well, they don't have Kim Cattrall because her and Sarah Jessica Parker hate each other.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like hate. Like
what happened?
Deep, dark. I don't know. I think just like
it's just
bitchy shit that carried over from the show and the first movie that just made them hate each other.
It's just a real show me a woman who isn't jealous of another woman, and I'll show you a man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think also like I've seen most of it. I think if you ask fans of the show, I think Kim Cattrall is actually the most popular character.
Yeah, because she's the slut. How can you have a show? How can you have a Sex and the City show without the slut?
I don't know. I will say Kristen Davis, the brunette one.
Oh, she's the one whose name
I was always very into her.
Yeah.
She's very hot.
I like her.
The other three can get the fuck out of here. But
okay. You're gonna
what? You like a horse?
You're gonna come on the podcast?
You like a horse?
No, I was gonna say how much you're deeply in love with
Cynthia Nixon, the one that looks like a man.
James White's cancer mom.
Yeah.
I think you love her.
Dear Scott Henson's mom?
Is she Dear Scott Henson's mom?
I don't fucking care.
Are we gonna have to do that movie?
No, that was only
Someone
if we
gave us a
chose.
path.
That was only if we
us a path,
chose
What
something
got
else.
us
It was
there?
something we had to We had to choose like before Dick Tracy.
Oh, well, that's long.
Yeah, we're out. We're not even close.
Sad.
It was maybe the director of that was connected to an actor for something else.
Yeah, what did Dear Evan Hansen director do?
Well, it's directed by Evan Hansen, so
Oh, that makes sense. Steven Chbosky.
It was Wonder, which we could have got to from someone. I don't remember. Mandy Patinkin.
Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah, Mandy Patinkin had won. We could have gotten to Wonder, which would have taken us to Dear Scott Henson.
We'd be there right now.
Where Scott's a bully because he's retarded, so he gets bullied, and then he shoots up the school.
And also, I'm 44 years old and in high school.
Yeah. And then that could have taken us to Nobody, because nobody's... Julianne Moore is the only one in this movie.
Ooh, then we could have done Maps to the Stars.
Best fire scene.
Best fire scene. Best fire scene is Harvey.
Firestein or Firestein?
and best Cronenberg movie, obviously.
Yeah.
And then
could have taken us to Cronenberg.
Then unfortunately Cronenberg doesn't have any interesting movies, so we just have to quit the podcast. I guess.
What Cronenberg movies haven't I seen? No, we could have done Crash. Could have done Crash.
Good Crash. Yeah, we could have done
Which
Good
would have
Crash.
taken us to like James Spader.
I like a Spader.
Or-
then we could just do the entirety of the Blacklist.
I like at the end of the podcast is us watching every season
9
of Blacklist.
seasons of the Blacklist. Dear Evan Hansen director Steven Chbosky looks like current Brendan Fraser.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What a guy.
Chbosky or Fraser?
What?
Chbosky or Fraser? Who's
Brent Fraser. I like Brent Fraser.
you psyched for the whale?
Yeah, I am, actually.
too.
And he also got cast in one of the new DC movies, but I don't remember which one.
Does he play? Is he is he the Blob in X-Men?
Ooh, I like that. All right, we're getting a little bit too off track here.
What are you talking about?
We're still talking about the movie.
Oh yeah.
So
It's crazy to think it's been almost 50 years since Al Pacino was good.
yeah, I mean, like Heat is the last good movie he did, and that's 1995.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, but like the 70s was his decade.
Yeah, 70s and early 80s were like where he really was. Like he's not even doing the voice yet.
He's not doing the voice yet. He's doing the voice when he yells.
Sure.
But the interesting part is he's not yelling all the time.
No.
Sometimes he's talking, and when he talks, he sounds like a person.
Yeah, he's just acting.
Yeah.
It's before he needed to rely on being a caricature to be an actor.
When I smoke this weed, it makes me feel like a grandma's boy. Al Pacino, ladies and gentlemen.
Al Pacino. Okay, so so there's Jack Warden is like another judge who's a lot more of a like, I don't know, he's kind of a laid back judge, it seems.
Yeah,
like
he's also deeply suicidal.
Well, he's deeply suicidal.
So weird.
Yeah, which like even he like says out loud at some point to someone where he's like, everybody knows he's a nutcase. Like he tried to hang himself in his office last year.
Yeah, I'm like, that should be a bigger deal if everyone knows he tried to hang himself in his office.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, the next kind of big thing is that
I referred to him as well, right when because two things happen very quickly. One, he appears, and I wrote, "Hey, I love Jack Warden," and then seconds later, I had to write in all caps, "Gun judge," because he fires a gun in the courtroom to get everyone to shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, he was a Korean war vet who had, like, PTSD, sort of.
Yeah.
But then was also just, like, very sad. Like a sad man.
Yeah.
So there's, like, a committee of, I guess, like, higher-ups.
It's like a review committee, ethics committee,
yeah, who are, like, they've heard a lot of rumors about a lot of different people, and they want to prove, like, if they want to see if any of the rumors are true. So they're, like, asking him a bunch of questions about other lawyers, but it's so, like, mismanaged and disorganized that, like, he's getting really frustrated with the process.
Pacino was pissed.
Because they're, like one guy asks him 3 times the same thing because they're not really paying attention.
Yeah.
Like none of them are listening, and that kind of gets him frustrated. And there's one lady on the panel,
Christine Lottie,
who
of NBC's Evil.
Sick.
She's a cool punk grandma. She wears a leather jacket.
Nice. Who Pacino wants to fuck.
Yeah.
And then, spoiler alert, he does a bunch.
How old is she? Because she looks not bad on Evil. And that was 40 years after this.
She's pretty young in this. Like, she's probably mid to late 20s in this.
She was on Chicago Hope. Born in 1950.
Yeah,
so
so
she's like 70 in Evil. She's a good fucking
Find me a picture of her in the show.
I will.
Or just now.
And you're going to like the way... No, I'm going to find her in the show. She's going to be wearing a cool leather jacket.
Oh, I do like cool leather jackets.
Exactly.
Especially if they say white knights on the bag.
Okay, take it easy.
Is she a white supremacist?
She's not a white supremacist. There, check out fucking cool grandma.
She's 70?
She's 70.
She does not look 70.
She looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, she looks pretty good. Well, add her to the list of over 50 women that I think are attractive.
Over 70 women that you think are attractive.
That's true.
Mirren, Lottie.
Jane Seymour. Rampling. Man.
Yep.
I think I have
that's the over 70 Mount Rushmore, right?
I have a fetish, I think. I have a fetish for women over 70.
Look at her fucking body.
Yeah, I mean, she looks incredible.
She looks so much better than Michael Emerson, who was many years her junior. Although I guess Michael Emerson has never specifically been marketed as a sex symbol. Ben Linus from
Ben
Lost.
Linus, yeah, like
Notably fuckable Ben Linus.
a total wiener
Yeah, that he's
who just like gets his ass kicked the entire series.
just gets the shit beat. He's gotten the shit beat out of him a few times on Evil too. It's kind of his move.
Well, he's got a punchable face.
Yeah, man, I love network TV. So good. I think season 2 moved to Peacock though. I think it got taken off.
Oh, so now you got to get a Peacock subscription?
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Here, according to this is the most stunning women in Hollywood over 70. And the number one picture is Jane Seymour. So right there, they're doing it.
Did you write the article?
I wrote the article. Well, here we go. Number 2 is Kathy Bates. She doesn't look bad for 70, but she's not attractive.
I mean, she wasn't attractive when she was 30.
Then you got Faye Dunaway, no thanks. Meryl Streep, no thanks. Jane Fonda.
Meryl's pretty good for over 70.
I mean, but I still don't think she's that attractive. Jane Fonda, no thanks. Tina Turner, no thanks.
I think Jane Fonda's hot, but I don't like her politics.
Helen Mirren, yes. Yeah, me too. Diana Ross, no thanks.
I'm pro-Vietnam.
You know what? Is this an unpopular opinion?
Uh-oh. You want to fuck Diana Ross?
Susan Sarandon, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I would.
Sure.
I think she's attractive.
I like her. Also don't like her politics.
Cher, not so much. Patti LaBelle, no.
I'm learning that
Rita
some of these
Moreno
people are alive.
Rita Moreno.
She looked okay in West Side Story.
She's okay. She's not bad.
And she's got an EGOT.
Diane Keaton, no thanks. Raquel Welch. She looks not bad, but she's had a lot of surgery.
Raquel Welch has to be 104 years old.
She was born in 1940.
She's 80.
And she...
82.
Her name is Jo Raquel Tejada.
She's a
Mexican.
I am burning all of my DVDs.
Goldie Hawn.
No.
No.
Never really been a Goldie Hawn.
Sally Field, no. Barbara Streisand.
Babs.
You know what?
No, don't even.
I would just so I could say I did. Like, that's a big get.
For the story?
Even just being one of the select few that has had sex with an over 70 Barbara Streisand.
You, James Brolin.
That's a good combo.
I guess it'd be cool to be Eskimo Brothers with James Brolin.
Julie Andrews, nah.
Josh Brolin.
Lily Tomlin, no.
Has Josh gotten in there?
I mean, I like Josh Brolin a lot. Like, as an actor, love him.
Do you think he fucked his mom?
Sophia Loren.
Is she his mom or is someone else's mom?
I think that's his mom.
So he could fuck her.
He could fuck her.
Okay.
Sophia Loren. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah. Even though she's got to be old as shit now.
1934.
Oh boy, pushing 90.
She's yeah. Suzanne Summers. No, thank you. That is the most unflattering picture of anyone ever.
That picture's horrible. Also, isn't she dead?
Maybe this is an old list. I don't know.
Didn't she die years ago?
Dolly Parton, Gladys Knight, Charlotte Rampling, 1945.
Good year. Suzanne Summers is not dead.
Well, there you go.
Who am I thinking of?
Jessica Tandy.
No, I'm thinking of the Charlie's Angel.
Cameron Diaz.
Lucy Liu. That's what I was thinking. Lucy Liu's dead. That's a fucking name.
You're gonna read it and you're gonna be really mad at yourself that you couldn't remember it.
Sure am. Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett.
Because they both have alliterative names.
They were both created by Stan Lee.
That's true. They're both Stan Lee creations. What else is going on in the movie?
Oh yeah. So, So what ends up happening is, he's not really starting to lose it yet, but he definitely has some mistrust of the system, or it's starting to build in him.
Yeah, and he's frustrated with a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's frustrated with, like, he's trying to do his job, but he can't do his job because the system is kind of actively working against him.
Yeah. Oh, the best question in the ethics committee hearing was they're like, "Do you know this lawyer?" And he's like, "Yes, I know this lawyer.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking asking me?" And like, "Have you ever seen him notably intoxicated at work
in court?"
He's like, "He doesn't drink. He has a speech impediment. You asshole."
And like, he's like, you would know that if you read
why don't
anything
you know
about
this?
him.
Like, you're all lawyers do.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty pissed about that. I like that. I like that scene. So
Yeah.
he's walking like through the courthouse, and his weird British friend is like, "Did you hear what happened?" And he's like, "I have no idea what we're talking about." And he goes, "Did you hear about what happened to the judge? Like, what's this fucking
Fleming?
Yeah, Judge Fleming." And he goes, listen.
The bathroom scene?
He's like, "Listen, I'm tired. What is this?" And he goes, "He got arrested today." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "What do you know about it?" He's like, "Nothing yet, but I'll let you know."
Yeah.
And then he goes about his day, and then later on, Jeffrey Tambor and that guy grab him, drag him into a bathroom.
Get him right now.
And they're like, "Holy shit, he got arrested." And then he's like, "What was he? He got arrested for a rape."
And they laugh
And they cackle
for half an hour.
like witches.
It is the most laughing about rape I've ever seen.
Yeah, like just keep losing their minds about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "And here's the best part. He wants you to
be his
defend
lawyer."
him." And it's like, what? Why?
Yeah. And yeah, so and I noted that, like, well, because I thought the movie was just all I knew about the movie going in was
The rape.
I didn't even know if it was a rape. I just knew Al Pacino had to defend a bad judge.
Right.
And I thought that was the whole movie.
Is this The Judge starring?
It's The Judge starring Robert Duvall and
Robert Downey Jr.
Let's say Robert Downey Jr. Is it that?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Is that movie just a remake of this movie?
I think it is. So, yeah, so I thought it was just that. So I was surprised when the inciting incident for that didn't happen until 40 minutes into the movie. And then, spoiler, the rest of that storyline is basically just the last 8 minutes of the movie. There's a lot of other stuff. So I didn't know there was so much other stuff.
It might be similar enough. There's no rape, but Robert Duvall is a judge, and his son
Downey is Downey's his son.
His son, and he returns to his hometown for his mother's funeral, only to discover that his estranged father, the town's judge, is suspected of murder.
Oh, okay. So pretty similar.
Muck duck. Okay, continue.
Good to know. So, yeah, so I'm like, man, 70s pacing is wild. Like, the first thing doesn't happen until 40 minutes. But but I didn't know that there was a lot
that there was more going. Like,
the movie.
The story is kind of more just about the system.
Yes,
It's not.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a courtroom drama.
I thought it would be like 20 minutes of build, and then right to rape, and then like the everything that led up to that. Yeah, yeah.
And it's not. Yeah, it's about how the system fucking sucks.
Yeah, how like no matter how hard you fight for justice, there isn't justice for all.
You will get fucked.
There isn't and justice for all.
There isn't ... and justice for all.
I am here ...
Ah,
now.
The old fourth dot. That's how they get you. That's how you know he's a professional.
That's how you know he's a professional. That's how you know he's not mentally retarded.
All fourth dots mean Neil or Breen.
I love you, Neil. You're my hero. Yeah, so he goes to have a meeting with the judge.
Yeah.
And the judge is like, who the fuck's the other guy? Like, his other counsel?
I'm unclear who the other guy in the room was or what his role was.
Like, I at first, I thought he was his lawyer, and they were like, we're going to swing this, so I'm not his lawyer, you're his lawyer.
Yeah.
But then...
I don't know if he was.
Yeah, I don't actually know who he was.
Yeah.
So, essentially, the whole thing is
his
that...
man in waiting?
They want... Maybe. He's the one who jerks him off behind a towel so that it's not the king spilling his seed.
Yes.
So essentially the idea is they want to spin it as a PR thing because everybody knows how much Pacino hates him.
Yeah.
And if he's defending him...
If this lawyer who hates him is defending him,
he
then
must be innocent. And Pacino's like, yeah, no fucking way. Like, you like if you really are innocent, you don't need me as your lawyer.
Right.
And the judge gets mad and slams him up against the wall and pretty much threatens him. And then Pacino leaves. And then Pacino has a meeting with one of the people from the ethics committee where they're sort of like, we know that you tampered with evidence or that you falsified evidence.
No, it wasn't even that. He had a client some years ago who was a psycho.
Right.
And talked about putting fireworks in people's
mouths. Yeah.
And then he got that client off for whatever he did then.
And then he heard about that happening.
Yeah, later there was a string of robberies where the robber was putting cherry bombs in people's mouths, and he's like, oh, that's this guy. And he told the police, and in doing so, betrayed his client.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they were going to use that against him to get him disbarred. So unless he defended the judge, he would lose his license to be a lawyer.
For calling the police
on a murderer. So fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But I guess in the context of the movie that works, because that is fucking dumb. So now he kind of has to defend him. And then, so interspliced with all of that is like him dealing with the trans prostitutes court case and the guy who got falsely imprisoned for being the wrong guy.
Yeah.
So he goes to visit him in prison and he's like all beat to shit. And he's saying like, guys jump me in here. And Pacino's kind of like, listen, like I talked to the judge and like,
I'm defending the judge. I'm going to make him
swap it on you. All you have to do is hang tough.
Yeah.
And the guy literally is like, I'm not tough.
Yeah.
I do not know how to fight. I'm going to die in here.
Yeah.
And Pacino's like,
I got myself put in solitary, so I stopped getting beaten and raped.
And Pacino's kind of like, sorry, I can't do anything about it right now. I'll get back to you.
Give me a couple days.
Yeah. And then he's also defending the prostitute.
Who had not a bad little scheme going.
Yeah, it was very good.
Trans prostitute
and her cousin.
And his cousin. I don't know. Whatever. How does prostitute identify?
Are we being PC on this podcast? Because if it's PC, it's a her.
Is it though?
Actually, no, I guess maybe not.
Transvestites usually identify as him.
Yeah, that's true. It's actually not about sexual identity. It's more about...
it's not about weight limits. It's about gender.
It's about gender, yeah. Maybe you're right. Because he did say they'll pick up two beep, but they won't pick up two male beep, but they'll pick up a couple that are male and female beep.
If it's just him and his cousin... slinging on the corner.
Yeah. Then nobody's going to pick them up.
But if it's a nice black couple, then
it's more likely
they'll get picked up by the taxi and rob him. It's a good move.
It is a type move.
I'm gonna dress you up as a pretty lady, and we're gonna start robbing Ubers.
Okay.
A modern twist on it. It's Uber, and we're white.
It's definitely gonna work. I guess since I shaved my beard off too, it'll help.
Yeah.
So then
you're one very quick makeover from being a pretty lady.
Yes. Thank you. You know what? We're gonna shave your beard off too.
Why?
Because it'll be a nice, clean shaven couple.
I guess they would prefer a clean shaven couple.
Yeah. No
one likes a couple with two beards.
No. Or a man with two beards.
Or a man with two beards. I got this one, and then I got my girlfriend in Canada.
He goes to court with the transvestite and
before he says anything, the judge says guilty.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that was something.
Like, doesn't want to hear about it. Like, again, just like another asshole judge who doesn't want to actually deal with the law.
Mm-hmm.
So then
he's like, at least let's do a report so we can get probation quickly.
Yeah.
And then where that goes is he's not able to be there for the next
court case or court appearance.
What's he dealing with? Is it a scumbag client or?
Yeah, I think it is something scumbag client related.
Yeah. But
So he sends his like weird British friend, but he gives him paperwork and says, this is the paperwork that wasn't,
this report has a bunch of corrections
that weren't on the original one. You have to make sure that they see this right away.
Yeah.
And again, like he shows up late. He forgets. His friend forgets to go.
Yeah, his friend who was entrusted with this thing just immediately forgets.
Yeah, like couldn't care less about what Al Pacino's got to do. Forgets, shows up late. The judge is like, "Not done, sentenced." Oh, but I have this piece of paper that says, "Get out."
No, you blew it.
We're moving on.
And half an hour after going to jail, trans prostitute hangs himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As is tradition.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Al
didn't want to hold the pockets of a fellow prisoner.
Al was a little pissed about that.
A little pissed off.
He had a bit of a confrontation with I don't know. Let's call him Dick York. He looks like Dick York.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. And smashes his windshield.
Smashes his windshield with his briefcase.
Cool. We got some good Pacino yelling there.
That was some
classic
good yelling.
Pacino yelling. Yeah. And that was pretty much that storyline.
Yeah, that one's done. Then he has the client.
The client who was falsely arrested.
Who was falsely arrested.
Keeps getting fucked.
Keeps getting fucked. So
after getting raped a few more times.
Yeah, I mean, what, are you going to not get raped?
The guy steals a guard's gun.
Steals a guard's gun and doesn't he hold the guard? No, he steals the gun.
Yeah.
And
has a couple hostages.
And Pacino goes to try and talk him down.
Yeah.
But while they're in the midst of this, and he's pretty much saying, like, I'm going to die in here, like, I'm never going to get out.
Yeah.
And just somehow, which I thought was kind of unbelievable, was a guard in a watchtower outside of a window
fucking snipes
him through the window and kills him.
Yeah. So the moral of this story is, if Al Pacino is your lawyer, you're going to get killed. You're going to die.
So you can kill yourself, or you get shot by a guard,
or you can get sniped by a guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad times.
But so needless to say that like Pacino is kind of realizing that there's like so much fucked up in the system, but then he starts to find out more about the judge and what the judge did or didn't or did but definitely did do.
Well, he before this he asked the judge to take a polygraph.
Yeah.
Which the judge eventually did and passes. And then Pacino also found a witness describing someone who was not the judge, a
younger, shortish guy. And then he said, if you saw him again, would you be able to recognize him? No, he was dark.
But it was definitely short and young.
But it was definitely a young, short guy.
He definitely wasn't a tall, old judge.
Yes.
For sure. So we had that. And then a person who would agree with Pacino on the system being fucked up would be Jeffrey Tambor, who he had a client who he got off of a murder charge, even though he knew he did the murder. But damn it, Tambor's a good lawyer.
Yep.
And got him off.
Well, Scott, if you're the lawyer, your duty isn't to justice, it's to your client.
It's to win.
It's to win.
And then that night, Tambor got the news that said client went and murdered 2 kids. And Tambor didn't take it well.
Did not handle this news in a good manner.
He went bananas.
He went cuckoo bananas.
He went full on cuckoo bananas.
Shaved his head
and looked crazy.
Then he had a complete meltdown in the courthouse where he
stole the tray of plates from the cafeteria
and just started chucking them down a hallway.
Down the hall.
And then I like the cop that shows up, or the security guard or whatever, immediately pulls his gun.
And I was like, hey, he's the lawyer here.
Yeah, he's
having a bad day.
He's gonna be fine.
He just has plates. Holster your gun.
You don't need to kill him for throwing plates. We did gloss over the ridiculously out of place helicopter scene.
Oh my god. Okay, so Pacino goes
earlier on
with
in the movie.
His friend judge friend and suicidal man Jack Warden, who so far we've been told has tried to hang himself in his office, eats lunch every day on the ledge of his 4th floor office.
Yep.
Outside.
Carries a gun and flies a helicopter where his fun game that he plays with the helicopter is
He figures out how much fuel he has and how far he can go. So when he goes out, he goes to the halfway point of the fuel and then just goes a little bit further and then turns around to see if he can make it. And they didn't make it. And they crashed into the water.
Yeah.
And Pacino, who...
But like in a very comical manner, too. Like, it wasn't even like scary or dramatic. It was just like, whap, whap, whap.
Yeah. Like, the whole Jack Warden
storyline
was weird.
Very silly.
Yeah.
Lot of like comedic stuff, which I guess like with him, in theory, like, yeah, he's a comedian. It makes sense.
Yeah. But still odd. Like, the only connection to any of the rest of it was the legal and justice system. It sucks and has made another man go crazy.
Yeah,
basically is all it is. And then the best one is later in the movie where Warden is needed in the court, and they like knock on the bathroom.
They go to summon him.
They knock on the bathroom door. They're like, "Oh, you're needed, Warden," or his name in the movie. I don't think they call him Judge Jack Warden, but and he has a full-on rifle in his mouth.
He has like an elephant gun. Like, it's like huge.
It's as big as him.
Yeah, and he's like trying to get it into his mouth.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, okay, be right with you." And
I'm coming.
They're just like, what? Like, sets the gun down beside the toilet?
Was it for whoever to find it?
Was it a public bathroom?
Yeah,
it seemed like it didn't seem like his private bathroom.
No, I think it was. I don't know.
Although it must have been.
Could have been either.
He's leaving a large gun there. Anyway, that was crazy, but I enjoyed it. Oh, also the prosecutor for the
yes,
yeah, for the trial against the judge,
Craig T,
his coach.
Very
exciting. I like young fuckable Coach and Jeffrey Tambor in this movie.
Yeah. I like at one point where when we first kind of get introduced to Craig T, and like he and Pacino are like obviously friends. Or like acquaintances. Yeah. And he goes to kind of tell him like, hey, look, I got a witness. He passed a polygraph. Like, you need to just drop this. Yeah. Like, it's we don't need to go to court over this. And Craig T loses his fucking mind.
Craig gets mad.
He's like, do you not realize this is the biggest thing I will ever do in my life? You are not fucking taking this away from me.
I get to take down a fucking judge.
Yeah, like he's very insistent on not fucking this up for him. And so another like subplot that's going on in this movie is that Pacino goes and visits his grandfather in a nursing home, and his grandfather obviously is suffering from some form of dementia. And he goes and he's
sundownsing.
Yeah. And so he goes to talk to him every week. And every week his grandfather forgets that he's an actual lawyer.
Yeah.
And
for a while he thinks he's in law school, and then by the end he thinks he's in the Coast Guard.
In the Coast Guard, yeah. And then he gets so caught up and busy with everything that he doesn't go for a couple weeks. He
misses a couple weeks.
And when he goes back, because his grandfather had been using the like reminder of him coming every week as sort of a way to keep his memory working and keep time, that now his grandfather is like fucking comatose. Like, he's completely fucking like not even mentally capable all of a sudden.
It was rough.
Yeah, and so that was pretty depressing. And then the guy who was sort of like, I don't know, one of the guys that worked there, or like his grandfather's friend.
Just like his more with it buddy.
Yeah, and he was just sort of like, oh, yeah, well, you didn't come, so he couldn't keep track of time, but... and
he went mad.
But he was proud of you. Yeah. He loved you.
Yeah.
Like, well, he's not dead, but okay.
But we are talking about him in the past tense.
Yeah. He's a vegetable. He's pretty much a vegetable.
Yeah.
I let people pay me money to come in and fuck them. Like...
I bet that happens a lot in nursing
homes. I bet you it happens so much.
More than you'd think.
Yeah. So that happens. So like literally it is just shitting all over everything Pacino's ever done.
Yeah.
Like, and then, so even though the judge passed the polygraph test and there was the witness, then he's sort of,
Al's scumbag client comes through.
Yes.
with one of his whore friends.
One of his hookers.
And the hooker produces a picture of...
A bunch of pictures.
A bunch of pictures of
The judge,
her,
and
another guy?
another public defense, like one of the people that was on the committee, I think.
The head of the committee.
The head of the committee.
The head of the committee.
Yeah.
Yes. In ladies' clothing.
In lingerie and BDSM stuff.
Yeah.
Which, okay, first of all, what does that even mean?
That's the thing. And like they do acknowledge this.
Yeah.
Because Al sees the pictures and he's like, oh, he must have done the rape. I'm like, well, not
necessarily. That just means he's into weird sex stuff.
Yeah. And then Al goes to the judge with these
the pictures, and the judge is just like, get this fucking shit out of here.
Yeah. And then Al's like, be honest with me. And it's like, the judge is like, yeah, I raped her.
Yeah.
I'm like, so Al was right.
Yeah, I fucked her.
Al's giant leap to conclusions was right.
Wearing lingerie with your friend and getting a hooker means you also raped someone.
All sexual deviancy leads to rape, assault, and murder. Can we agree on this?
Correct.
Yes. That's the lesson of this movie. If I
lesson,
learned one thing
if you like
from And Justice for All.
If you like anything more than missionary, you're a rapist.
Absolutely.
That's what this movie taught me.
And you should go to jail.
And you should go to jail forever. Not to get too off topic, I did just get somebody that liked just notification on my litter box of my review for The Death of Dick Long.
Excellent.
And which, by the way, we've said this a lot of times, and if you have not seen it, that needs to be your night tonight. You need to go and download or whatever. I don't think it's on streaming because who would pick it up? You can buy it on Amazon in the States.
Fucking download it.
The Death of Dick Long. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what it's about, but this is what my review was.
Okay. And non-spoiler review.
It is the most perfectest combination of the South, music I listened to high school, vaping, and Mr. Hands. It's the American Beauty of bestiality related films.
Absolutely. Check it out. Do yourself a favor.
Check it out. So now he knows that the judge is like, oh yeah, then he asks him like, but I gave you a polygraph test. And he's like, I fucking beat it.
I've got connections.
Yeah, and he's like, what about the guy who saw it? Like, I fucking paid him.
Connections.
Yeah,
asshole.
You idiot.
I'm a fucking judge.
You're a fucking idiot. So yeah, I mean that's kind of everything until the trial, right?
He knows he's defending a guilty man who he hated even before the crime.
Yeah. Can you imagine how much he hates him now?
He really doesn't like him.
So yeah, now it's the actual court where somehow Jack Warden is the judge overseeing this.
Because he hasn't quite killed himself yet.
Because he hasn't killed himself yet. But also, why would you, like, the lawyer that you're friends with is...
This movie is full of conflicts of interest.
It really is. It really is. I did read that the entire courtroom scene, one take.
Nice.
That whole thing was one take.
That's awesome.
Which is pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Also because it's kind of crazy what happens.
Yes.
So
Coach gives his opening statement.
Yeah.
To applause. And that's like a recurring thing throughout the movie. There's a lot of gallery action.
Well, that's why I was saying, like, the tonal stuff is really weird because that's very much, it's like you're watching an episode of Night Court.
Yeah.
Where, like, there's a bunch of comedic characters just hanging around.
Is the actual
audience. Yeah, it's really weird.
Like there's a lot of the court laughing. There's a lot of court
There's
applause.
a lot of laughter, a lot of applause.
And not like after a verdict or something, like mid-trial. Like something funny gets said and everyone laughs. Oh, the best one was, it was just some sort of little aside thing that that trial of a guy who was diabetic. Getting into an issue at the restaurant he was at, where he was flipping out, where he said he was going to bunghole the short order chef and cream on the waitress.
And then he's like, what did he say? Something like, he's like, something like, I mean, Your Honor, like, That's what's gonna happen. And then like he says something, he goes, well, yeah, that's because you're being a dickhead or a douchebag or something.
Yeah, I think it was a Jack Warden trial.
Yeah.
And he said, I've never heard of diabetes leading to acting like that. He's like, yeah, well, that's because you're a fucking douchebag.
That's because you're a fucking douchebag.
and the whole court laughs.
Yeah.
I'm like, does that happen? And like I don't know about applause after opening statements. I don't know about that.
That's weird.
All. That's
pretty
strange.
weird.
Maybe the 70s were different, but I don't think you're allowed to. I think the judge gets very mad if anyone does that.
And then bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
order in the court.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess maybe he was just enjoying the excitement around the trial.
Yeah. The spectacle.
So yeah, Craig T gives his opening statement, and then Pacino gives his, and it's sort of like because he's like, at this point, he's just like, he's kind of a defeated man.
He is #over it.
He's given up on, like, he's like his faith in the justice system is completely gone.
All of his clients are dead.
All his clients are dead.
He's defending a rapist who he knows did a rape.
And if he doesn't defend him, he's going to lose his
disbarred.
license.
Yeah.
But he makes reference multiple times about his client taking a polygraph test, which infuriates Craig T. Nelson because that shouldn't be inadmissible. It's inadmissible. And he eventually just kind of snaps.
Yeah, well, you can sort of see it going because he starts with his actual opening statement saying how he passed the polygraph and blah blah blah, and then he's like, then you can sort of see it turn for him, and then he starts talking about how these proceedings aren't like the prosecution tries to convict the person and the defense does their best to free them. However, both sides are trying to win, and it's not actually about justice.
Yes.
It's not about the truth. It's not about justice. It's not about treating people like people. It's about winning. Both sides are just trying to win, and the rest doesn't matter.
Much like Tambor's case of getting a murderer off, even though he knows he's a murderer.
Yeah.
The idea is not, I need to prove that this guy...
Yeah, it's not about freeing the innocent and punishing the guilty. It's about just your
being
side
the best lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care for that. And then he kind of flips out.
This is one of those like famous Hollywood scenes of he starts saying, he says this guy fucking did it. He's a fucking...
I like that he started it by scooping Coach. Yes. He's like, you're not going to get him, Coach. Because I'm going to get him. He's fucking guilty.
He's fucking guilty. He fucking did it. The court starts going crazy, and then he gives the famous line of
Jack Warden tells him he's out of order.
He's out of order, and he goes, I'm out of order, you're out of order, this whole courtroom's out of order.
Yeah.
And very famous Hollywood line.
I think I forgot that was from this movie until I saw it.
I don't know that. I think if you had asked me what it was from, I don't know that I would have been able to tell you.
Yeah. I think I would have maybe
A Few Good Men.
Actually, maybe. Yeah, but that's You Can't Handle the Truth.
You Can't Handle the Truth.
But maybe, I don't know.
You're goddamn right I did. I can only picture the WrestleMania 21 version of that with JBL and John Cena and Coach as the judge.
And Coach is Demi Moore.
Some of those are very good.
They are good.
Yeah. We should watch them.
Hey guys, go watch WrestleMania 21 Hollywood.
Goes Hollywood.
From 2005.
Yeah.
You get a Braveheart, you get A Few Good Men, you get a
Dirty Harry, Basic Instinct.
Who's doing the pussy? It was Stacy
Keibler, nice. And it was Christian, Jericho, and Chris Benoit. Were the
nice.
Yeah.
Good Canadian boys. I like that.
And then
good Canadian Chris's.
Good Canadian Chris's.
Rank them in terms of goodness.
Goodness, Benoit 1.
Yep. Christian 2.
Christian 2, Jericho 3.
Jericho supports Trump.
Ooh, maybe Jericho 1. What's higher on the scale? Supporting Trump or murdering your family?
Murdering your family is fine.
Can I? Oh, okay. We'll talk about this on the next episode. But remind me to talk about David Benoit.
I would love to remind you to talk about guys. That's a teaser for next week's episode.
Did you know
Stay tuned for David Benoit action.
Some things I learned about this. This is the first major Hollywood film to be entirely filmed in Baltimore. How has that never happened before?
Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And also the guy who was the
We
one
wouldn't
that,
have The Wire without this.
yeah. The old guy who talked about bumming people and bumming the order, short chef and coming on the Sam Levine, not that Sam
Spelled
Levine.
different.
This was his last movie.
Oh,
And he was like, I guess he was like a famous actor in like the early years of Hollywood.
I can't wait for other Sam Levine's last movie.
Sam
The Man.
Mam, aka Little Wolverine, aka Little Jean Valjean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in the credits. I'm like, wait. I'm like, no, spelled different. Levene.
Let's see. Yeah, he was in like After the Thin Man, Shadow of the Thin Man,
He's a thin man.
The Killers. Yeah, he was in a bunch of movies like early on in Hollywood.
Yep.
But yeah, so I don't know. That's it. Is there more? Is there an ending?
Is there an ending? I don't know.
He sits in the park, and oh no, that's earlier. No,
The ending is pretty much the courtroom scene, and then
he breaks the fourth wall and looks right at the camera,
well, but not before. Yeah, so he gets dragged out of court. And the last thing you hear him scream is, "That's the end of my opening statement,"
Yeah.
which is pretty good. The the gallery, of course, applauds again because they got
It's a madhouse.
because they got bussed in from the Arsenio Hall show. And then, then the last scene is him like sitting on the courtroom steps, and Jeffrey Tambor
Shitting his pants.
shitting his pants, and Jeffrey Tambor, who had been taken away for a while after the plate incident, was back to work, looking happy and healthy,
wearing a wig,
and says hello to
well, he pulls his wig off
Serpico and doffs his toupee to him and saunters into the court happily, and then Al looks at the camera.
Yeah,
and
it looks.
freezes.
Yeah.
And then 70s music plays.
Yeah, there was
several times throughout the movie. I'm like, oh, this is very much the 1970s.
There was some good 70s music in this.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah, very good movie though. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was weird to I don't know, watch a good movie.
It is weird to watch a good movie. So speaking of good movies, the one we're going to do, let's say in 2 weeks.
That sounds about right.
Is let's go to the polls, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I know what it is.
What Norman Jewison, please no jokes, movie should Drew and I do on the pod next week? And our options were...
Hey, Big Jew. Which one of your movies should we do?
So we had Other People's Money, which I wanted to do.
Me too.
1, because of obviously Danny DeVito, and 2, because it gives us Gregory Peck, so we could go old with it.
Deeper.
Then I was also interested in doing The Cincinnati Kid because it gives us Edward G. Robinson, and we can go really fucking old with it. I kind of would like to do Double Indemnity or something.
Ooh, that'd be very cool. Yeah. Also, I've always wanted to see Cincinnati Kid.
Yeah.
It's always been on my list.
So, I don't know. There's an option. Like, Cincinnati Kid came a solid second, so we could say fuck everyone.
We could just make our own decisions.
Yeah. Then we had Original Thomas Crown Affair, which would have got us
some straight white Steve McQueen.
Some straight white Steve McQueen. The God's preferred Steve
God's
McQueen.
preferred, yeah.
And
as opposed to secret gay black Steve McQueen.
I don't think that's secret. But the winner with 44.9% of the vote, 1978's question mark, probably Jewison's movie right before this.
75,
pardon me. Rollerball. Oh, so this is what he used to get out of his musical phase.
Yeah.
Because early 70s he was Fiddler on the Roof and Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I can't keep doing this forever.
That is true.
I like that. I love that Norman Jewison did Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, what? Like a Jew's not going to do it?
That's pretty perfect. What?
We don't have a lot of options for actors for Rollerball.
I mean, James Caan.
Friend of the show, Jimmy Caan. Second build is John Houseman. Yeah, I don't know him. The only other guy I recognize in this is there's Moses Gunn, but I only know him for the Neverending Story.
Nice.
And where's this?
Yeah, not a ton of people I know.
And Angus McGuinness, who had like a bunch, like you'd recognize him in some movies. He was always like a henchman or like a muscle in like a bunch of 80s like actiony movies like Judge Dredd, Superman 2, Superman 3. Then he was also in Eyes Wide Shut, Hellraiser 2, Strange Brew.
Damn. So second billed in Rollerball, John Houseman.
Yeah.
Was born in 1902.
He's in the Naked Gun.
And so I expected him to be in like a bunch of 30s movies, but he's not.
He didn't start acting until later? Maybe he's something else.
He did not start consistently acting until he was 71 years old.
Good for him.
He has one credit in 1938 for the movie Too Much Johnson.
Sick.
Where he plays...
Is there a strange thing about Too Much Johnson?
Orson Welles' Too Much Johnson.
Okay.
Interesting. Where he plays a duelist / a Keystone Cop. One role in 1964, uncredited, and then consistent acting starting in 1973 with The Paper Chase. And Rollerball is like his second movie.
Weird.
In his 70s.
Good for him.
What is your deal, John Houseman?
When did he die?
1988, and was acting... He has 5 credits... Pardon me, 6 credits the year he died.
Oh. Okay.
So he was going. He was hitting his stride at 86.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I will say that if we choose John Houseman...
I don't know if we're choosing...
just
easy now.
Fucking hear me out.
Okay. We can do 1980s The Fog.
No, but we could do 3 Days of the Condor.
Ooh.
Which is directed by Sidney Pollack, who we like.
Who directed Dear Evan Hansen.
But gives us a lot of older movies to choose from.
That's true. And I like Sidney
Pollack. I guess not as old, but we could also choose Tootsie.
Because Sidney Pollack has also done some acting.
Yes.
Where does...
He's in your favorite movie. He's in one of your, like, legitimately one of your favorite movies is one of his only major acting roles.
Winnie the
Pooh. And I'm not being sarcastic.
Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the one where he takes it in the butt? Where Rabbit fists him in the ass? No, like legitimately one of your actual favorite movies.
Sucker Punch.
I believe you gave it at least one Oscar.
Ooh. Suicide Squad.
Or just
regular?
Okay. That's what I wanted to hear.
The Will Smith one.
The Will Smith one. No, Michael Clayton.
It's not. It's a fine movie.
You love it.
I like it.
He's also in Eyes Wide Shut.
Where does he play
the player?
A nice dad?
The Majestic.
A nice dad.
The Majestic.
Is the Majestic?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's... No, Martin Landau's his dad in The Majestic.
Sidney Pollack is a nice dad in some movie. I wish he was my nice dad.
Changing Lanes. I don't think so. Maybe a TV show?
It could have been a TV show. I have no idea what. You play a night like it feels like it was a house or something. I don't know. I'll look into it. You know what? I'll have the information for you next week.
The Interpreter.
Or
a civil action.
It was a civil act. No. Anyway, so what do we think? Are we going to do Rollerball? Do we say fuck him and do Cincinnati Kid?
I'm going to leave it up to you because I want you to get all the hate. I'm the likable one, you're the hateable one. Except for that's the opposite. Because, if we do Jimmy Conn, it gives us some options.
Conn gives us lots. And we can do the Houseman thing.
Sure. If we do Jimmy Conn, there is a movie by Jimmy Conn that I've wanted to watch for a very long time. 1981 Michael Mann directed film Thief.
Ooh.
Which I've always wanted to see.
Let's do Thief. Now I want to do Thief. Okay, yeah. So
do Rollerball.
People don't get to vote for like 6 weeks.
And then Michael Mann's got some options.
Michael Mann's awesome. We could do the aforementioned Heat.
We could do The Keep. Yeah, we could do Heat, Collateral, Manhunter, Last of the Mohicans, even though you refuse to watch it.
Pass.
The Insider, Miami Vice.
Insider's pretty sick too.
Ali, The Keep, The Jericho Mile, LA Takedown, and that's all. But that takes us back to the 90s.
I think we'll do Rollerball, we'll do Thief.
Yeah.
And then we'll let them pick Heat, Insider, Manhunter. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
All right.
Oh, I haven't seen Heat or Manhunter in a very long time, so I would like to.
Yeah.
I would gladly watch both of them, and I also haven't seen The Insider in a long time too. So
there you go, kids. In
7 weeks.
Yeah. I guess in
3
next week is not a movie. The week after is Rollerball.
Which after that,
the week after is Thief. Yeah, so in 5 weeks.
In 5 weeks.
In 5 weeks, you get to pick the next Michael Mann movie. So start thinking now. It's never too soon to pick a horse in the Michael Mann movie race.
Yeah.
All right.
It's too late.
What do you like? Do you like an Insider?
To apologize.
Insiders who? Did Denzel and Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Then you got John CSI himself.
John CSI. And I believe Tom Noonan is
America's dad. Tom Noonan.
America's dad.
He's played so many dads.
Has he?
Yeah. Big dad guy.
I don't think so.
Breaking Away.
1.
House of the Devil.
Is it I guess he's not a dad in that.
He's not a dad?
No, he just owns the house.
You think he's childless?
I think there's no children in that movie.
It's
him and the mother. And the grandmother.
Interesting. The mother doesn't have
him and his
children?
wife. It's him, his wife, and his mother. That's it.
He's a dad.
No. All of the other voices in Anomalisa.
True.
There's some kids in that, so there's got to be a dad in one of those.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm standing by Tom Noonan, America's dad.
the drunk preacher in Hell on Wheels. That's right. A second Hell on Wheels reference.
Okay, I'm shutting the show off. You guys figure out your Michael Mann movie. Send us all your money at paypal.me/NotScottHanson. And if we had done it 10 seconds earlier, we'd be inside 2 hours. Fuck.